Students, today I am going to take one more video of plug flow reactor where we are going to do RTD studies. We have all the things in place. One is burette and sodium hydroxide solution. We can have the conical flask, phenolphthalein indicator, measuring cylinder, as well as syringe to inject our tracer into the system, which is hydrochloric acid. And we have the test tubes here to collect the sample from the reactor. Hello students, what you are looking at is plug flow reactor, and it can be observed by the long straight tube as you are seeing in the video. It is a long tube of 130 centimeter in length. It has got two tanks, overhead tanks, because today we are going to do RTD studies, but the reactor is fitted with the two tank systems, because normally we do conduct reaction in this plug flow reactor, that is saponification reaction. Today we are not going to use one of the tanks, and we are going to use the tank number A, which is on the left side of the video, which will be filled with the water. And as you can observe, similarly it consists of a rotameter where the measurement will be in liter per hour. By operating this rotameter, I can regulate the flow into the PFR. Similarly, it has higher capacity reservoir tank in which we have to fill up with the water, and it has got magnetic pump at the back where it is going to pump the water from the reservoir tank to the overhead tank. As you can observe, it has got the level indicator at the right side. You can see there is a small tube you are going to observe at the right side of the tank, that is to indicate the level of the water in the tank. At the bottom it has got three tubes. One is this drain valve, and this is overflow tube, because as your tank is getting filled up, it should not be overfilled, otherwise the things will come out of the tank from the top. To avoid that, this particular piping system is given. Once the tank is got completely filled, any excess water is going into the tank will come out from this pipe, and the one adjacent to it, the another pipe that is given, which goes into the rotameter. Okay, this goes into the rotameter here, and this rotameter we can regulate the flow. It is the inlet is at the bottom of the rotameter, and the outlet is given here. This outlet from the back will come here. You can see these are the two pipes. One is for tank number A, second is for the tank number B. But here in our RTD studies we are going to use only tank A, which is filled up with the water. It has given with the injection port. Say suppose if you wanted to inject the tracer, you have to open this and put the syringe and press a specified ml of tracer into the system. As you can observe, this is the plug flow reactor. It's a glass one, and you can see now it is completely filled up. So the flow takes place from left to right. Once the completely fill takes place, the outlet is given here. It is going into the bucket. So this is the sample collection pipe. So periodically you have to collect the sample from here. And what here we do is, once the reactor is operated at the steady state, that means once you see the outlet is coming at the end, that means some product or reactant, anything that is coming at the end, that is the starting point of your experiment. You have to take out 5 ml of hydrochloric acid. You open this valve and you have to inject. See how the Prashant ji is opening the injection port, and he is putting the injection, and simply he will place the tracer inside. Because right now you are seeing air bubbles because the syringe is filled with the air. Because once you get filled with hydrochloric acid, you won't see any bubble there. So once you inject the tracer here, and you have to every 30 seconds or 1 minute, depending upon what flow rate you are working, you have to collect the sample and do the titration study in the burette against NaOH as specified in the previous video. See how the Prashantji is collecting the sample. You have to collect with in a test tube, and you place the sample in the measuring cylinder to know how much amount of sample you have taken, and you have to pour it in a conical flask and add few drops of indicator, which is phenolphthalein, and titrate it against with NaOH. From the known concentration of NaOH and unknown concentration of HCl, you can find out concentrations of the acids and base.